America's far-left Antifa Democrats are at it again. Apparently, now they think the president doesn't know the words to the Pledge of Allegiance. Can you believe it? These loony liberals are trying to convince us that the super patriot who rightly called, urban athletes who kneel for the national anthem to protest being murdered by cops or whatever, sons of bitches, is gonna not know the words to the Pledge of Allegiance? Can you believe such stupidity, folks? I mean, come on. What kind of embarrassingly hypocritical douchebag would that make the president to complain about people kneeling for the anthem when he can't even remember the words to the pledge? And we all know it's literally illegal for President Trump to be called a hypocrite, so if these cultural Marxists want to play with fire, that's on them. But don't come complaining to me when Billy Barr knocks on your door to arrest you for assault with mean words. So, yeah, sure, libs, we believe you. The president doesn't know the Pledge of Allegiance, and he forgot on 9/11 of all days. Sure, idiots.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Son of a bee-snatch! We'll be back after this brief word. When the fuck is that guy gonna stop making us look like fucking morons every time we defend him? This week on Dude Fucking. Dude. Fucking.
Well, I believe I've heard everything I need to, and really I want to hear, because I have a burrito here that I'd really like to get to eating. What really matters here is the application of the 14th Amendment. Everybody is entitled to equal treatment under the law, but in burrito court, every ingredient is entitled to equal treatment and disbursement in the burrito.
The following is an urgent message from the White House. Is your loved one in a death cult? Or is there even the slightest chance they might make the worst mistake of their lives and not vote for President Donald J. Trump this fall? It's vital to the continued health and safety of the Republic that you learn the following 5 simple ways to identify whether your friend or family member is a member of MAGA Nation, patriot. Do they question your news sources just because they don't contain so-called facts? The first surefire sign that you're dealing with a no-mag is when they snidely and condescendingly refuse to acknowledge your news source just because it twists the truth when it isn't outright denying it. At the first suggestion they're not going to take Dan Bongino at his word just because he's a right-wing pseudo-intellectual shill and disgraced Secret Service agent and failed congressional candidate who thinks owning the libs is an intelligent, reasoned policy position, you call the authorities because you're probably dealing with a full-blown commie soy boy beta cuck. Do they show far too much concern about Trump's adorable little concentration camp babies? Who on earth could possibly have a problem with babies? Babies are cute. Babies are sweet little cherubic gifts from God Almighty himself. Even the ones who were brought here by horrible people, so horrible they just wanted to bring their perfect little brown babies to America and make a better life for them. They're perfect too. But of course, Joe Biden's Antifa left hate babies because, you know, abortion. So that's why they have a problem with Trump's adorable little concentration camp babies. Do you really want to vote for someone who would rip babies out of their cages? If you know someone who would, then they're likely not in the cult and should be reported to the local MAGA office. Did they refuse to take Trump's pledge of fealty to capitalism? Why the Constitution doesn't mention capitalism is anyone's guess, because all good, clean, white, ammo-hoarding, red meat-eating, step-incest porn-watching, God-fearing American patriots know that capitalism is the only legal economic model, and that the founders would literally beg us to murder people who want to in any way change, adapt, or improve on capitalism. Do they insist on flying an American flag instead of a Trump one? There is only one officially approved flag that Americans may fly while President Trump is in office: the Trump flag. There are acceptable alternative exceptions, however, such as the first MAGA flag, the Confederate flag, which was flown back when making America great again meant shredding the Missouri Compromise. But for the most part, it can be assumed that if you see someone flying this flag, they should be reported to your local MAGA office for immediate interrogation. Did they even buy a single bottle of hydroxychloroquine or bleach? Probably the easiest way to tell if someone is in the cult is whether or not they have complete devotion to Dear President. That devotion is evident when one sees their neighbor getting crates of hydroxychloroquine delivered, or a box of Clorox bleach dropped off by Amazon. Spend some time watching your neighbor's front porches. If they go more than a week without having either some hydroxychloroquine or some bleach dropped off, call your local MAGA office immediately. With some vigilance, and yes, maybe a loaded AR-15 driven across state lines by your minor child, you can do your part to make sure our glorious MAGA cult grows in size and strength. Because that's what the founders wanted most for us, an autocratic puppet of even more dangerous and ruthless autocrats. God bless Trump, and if he has any time left to spare, America too, or whatever. Stay awake, patriots. But not woke, obviously.